Hey, what's up? Welcome in 2023. So in the previous two videos I was talking about the story and about what happened in 2022 when I was still in Canada in my first over 100-kilometer race. If you didn't see that, make sure to watch it. It's pretty good story, I would say. But enough of the past. Right now we're in the present and we're looking to the future. And what I want to talk about today is the upcoming season. So right now I'm going to the little city Svit, which is right under our beautiful mountains, High Tatras, in our lovely country Slovakia. And I'm going there because it's a race there tomorrow. 45 kilometers with 1800 meters of elevation gain and very similar elevation loss as well. And finally, first race of the season, end of March, so I cannot wait. To be honest, I'm very pumped for the race. Look at those mountains! Look at those mountains. We will not run in them, but we will have a beautiful views on them, which is pretty good as well. Going for the short run with some strides, like 30-40 minutes max, just to wake up the body and the central nervous system. I always feel better in the race day with a short run day before, so that's the reasoning. Then I will go for my race number, then I will order the dinner and also a rice for tomorrow's breakfast, and then we can talk about the good stuff, like my thoughts about this first race, my strategy, and all kind of things. See ya. Ordered some dinner here, rice, potatoes, chicken, and there is another rice. This race is more like a training race for me. I still want to perform well because that's in my nature, but I need to be a bit strategic about that. I don't want to go so hard that I will smash myself, damage my body, and then I won't be able to train, because I still want to do another 7 to 10 days of high volume, high elevation gain after this race. So yeah, I need to be a bit strategic about that. Good morning. 5:20 a.m. Woke up at 5. Feeling really good. Yeah, surprisingly. That's good. Having breakfast here, black tea, some other coffee, which is also something new, but I feel like this is going to suit me better for this morning. And still some caffeine here as well, like in the black tea, obviously. And I will have the first gel actually with caffeine during the first 12k, during the first hour and so, and then later in the race. So that's that. And here the breakfast, very simple, just white cooked rice, salt, honey, and then the chocolate spread, something like Nutella but a bit better. And that's it. Water, so hydration. And in 1 hour I will leave. Of course it's rainy only for a duration of the race. Surprisingly, right? But yeah, it's going to be probably a bit cold and a bit rainy, maybe a bit windy, but those are the normal conditions, especially for March. So nothing surprising, nothing new. And I was thinking about the strategy before. I was like that, maybe I will see what the opponents will do, and maybe I will push with some of them because I know that they are strong and they like to go like hard from the beginning. But I will run my own race. I don't care about that actually. I want to run my own race, and I will see where I will stand in the finish line. I will do my best. Don't want to smash myself absolutely, but still I want to perform and execute the race well from the race strategy and also like from the nutrition perspective, and just having that feeling at the finish line that I did a good solid job, and then I can be proud of my execution, and I can get some data and information and I can use them later. And also I hope for like some bit of a like the confidence boost that okay, training is going well, the nutrition strategy is well, and then we can move on to another challenge and another race. So yeah, that's my thoughts before the race. I don't feel any fear, any pressure. It's an interesting shift in my mind that this season I actually believe I can be in the lead bag, I can be in front, I can fight for podium or even win. But at the same time I'm very like chilled and like not feeling any huge like emotions or anything. We just let's having fun. Let's play a game and let's run. Let's enjoy the nature and the trails and the amazing views on the mountains, and that's it. Like no big deal, eh? So yeah.
Vidia tu hore čip, všetci by ste mali mať čip. Môžete ho mať na ruke, môžete ho mať vo vrecku, ako ja lepšie, aby ste ho nestratili. Potrebujete ho iba v cieli. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start! Času cestu, držte sa. Hlavne čas. Zdraví, príďte do cieľa.
So welcome back. I did my first ultra running race of the season. It was 45 kilometers with 1800 meters of elevation gain. And I would like to put some context behind, so about the strategy and about the mistakes and the lessons during the race. So first of all, I would say that due my physical or physiological limitations I didn't address in my preparation during the winter. I knew that I need to adjust my strategy for this kind of race, and also because I'm training for a different race next month in Madeira, which is a different beast with different demands, and that's actually my A race. So this one was more like the B race, so I did only like the sharp taper for it 3-4 days and not the usual 1-2 weeks. And also I knew that I want to train the week after the race as the last bigger week for the Madeira's race next month. So I knew that okay, it's a B race, I don't want to smash myself. On the other hand though, I still wanted to test where I am physically, mentally. I wanted to test the nutrition during the race, the breakfast before the race, and the gear and everything around. But I did 3 mistakes during the race. First one is the sleep and the sleep pattern. Second one is the nutrition order during the race. And the third one is the caffeine intake before and during the race. So 3 nice lessons I would say from this race. So the first one, the sleep and sleep pattern. I went to the bed at 10:15 p.m. It took me another 45 minutes minimum till I fell asleep, and I had an alarm for 5:35 a.m. but woke up 4:54 a.m. So basically I had less than 6 hours of sleep, and that's not very good for me. I'm quite sensitive for sleep, for duration and quality of sleep, and when I don't have the usual 8 hours plus, I can definitely feel it, and I definitely felt less than 6 hours during the race. So what I can do better and what I have under control is the sleep pattern, meaning right now I usually go to bed around 11 p.m. So I want to push it more to like 9:30-ish. So I will have a bigger advantage before any race, because the most of the races starts basically at 7:65 a.m. and you need to wake up even before to have a breakfast, to change your clothes, and also like the logistic aspect behind it. You need to come to the start line or take the shuttle bus to the start line. So usually you will wake up around 3-4 a.m. So having longer sleep can definitely help with a better performance during the race. The second mistake I did was the nutrition order during the race. My strategy was quite simple. I had 3 flasks with 3 powders from Mortin, 79 grams of carbs each. I had couple gels from Mortin, one with caffeine, the rest without the caffeine. I had 2 bars, 45 grams of carbs each, and I had 1 small can of Red Bull. So during the first 12K, I was drinking the Mortin powder, so the liquid calories, and I took the first caffeine gel. That was okay. Then I finished the first flask and took the water into the second one, so I was drinking that. Finished the half of the bar of the Mortin bar. The first one I had during the warm-up before the race. Then I took the another gel without the caffeine. It was still okay. Then going to the highest peak of the race, so the biggest climb. During that I drink the Red Bull can. It was okay, but then like 4K after, when I went downhill, I actually felt a bit dizzy and weird, and I assumed it was because of the concentration, the caffeine and taurine, and also like the adrenaline within the body going crazy downhill. So that wasn't ideal. Then I came to the another climb, and during that I didn't take the second bar because I was like, I don't need that, I'm okay, and I wasn't. I was quite weak, and I had a little crisis during the 31st and 34th kilometer. Easily I lost 10 minutes there, maybe even 15. Only after I finished that climb, I finally took the bar, and almost immediately I felt better. So that's a nice lesson there, that I need to have the solid food during my races as well. I can't go only with the liquid calories and gels. It's just not good for me. I feel much better with something solid in the stomach. So that's a good lesson for upcoming race and for the future, that every 60-90 minutes I want to have something solid within me as well. And the third mistake, I think, is the caffeine intake. For the first time maybe ever, I didn't have a coffee in the morning. I had the black tea instead, so still a bit of caffeine, but much less than in the coffee. That was actually really good, and I felt really good at the beginning during the warm-up and during the first half of the race. But then during the race, when I drink the Red Bull, after that I didn't feel really good. So it seems like I can be a bit sensitive to the caffeine, and I need to be really careful with that in the future, because maybe it's not ideal for me. It is a bummer, but it is like that. It seems like it is like that. So for the race in the Madeira, I will actually not drink any caffeine in the morning, and I will not take any caffeine during the first several hours. and I will take it only when I will be in the crisis or for the last 3 hours when I will know that okay, the hardest part is behind me. Now it's time for a little boost, and it's time to push it and time to finish this race. So I need to be more careful with the caffeine intake for sure. So overall, it was a nice experience, nice race in the beautiful area of the east part of the Slovakia, right under the high Tatras, with the beautiful views. We had the sun for the second part of the race, so I really enjoyed that. Good lessons from it, and that's exactly the goal of the B or C race, that you want to decrease the effort, but still you want to learn and want to have that experience, because the training is one thing, but during the race it's a much different environment. Everything is faster, it's harder, and you have much more adrenaline in the body, and also you can test like your sleep pattern, you can test the breakfast during the race and all of these aspects. So yeah, overall very good lesson, very good experience, and now I can focus for my first A race in Madeira, which is going to be in April 22nd, 85 kilometers with 4,700 meters of elevation gain. So quite a different beast. I can't wait for that. I'm very curious where I will finish, how I will finish. Cannot wait for that. I will take you there with me for sure. So if you're interested in ultra running, in races, and nutrition, sleep, and all other aspects of ultra running and training, then make sure to subscribe, and see you in the next video.